What if I told you that you can build your own QR code generator using Node.js MVC architecture and React in just a few steps? In this video, I will show you my full stack project. This is a QR code generator app. I built this project using Node.js with MVC architecture and React for frontend. I will explain the full code step by step in very simple way. Project overview. In this app, user can enter any text or link and it will generate a QR code. Frontend is built using React and Backend is built using Node.js and Express. Technology is used Node.js, Express.js, MVC architecture and Frontend React. Start for Backend. In Backend, I use MVC architecture, means model control viewer. But in backend, we manually used model, controller and routes and main app.js. Now this is my main file app.js. This file starts the backend server. First, I import packages like Express, Course and .env. Express is used to create server. Course is used to connect frontend and backend. .env is used for environment variables. Then I create Express app. I also use middleware. This is express.json to create JSON data. Course to allow React frontend connection. Then I define routes. All QR routes start with QR. Finally, I start the server on a port. So basically, app.js connect everything and run the backend. Now let's talk about the route files. This file defines API endpoint. We import Express route and controller function. We create a route. When user call QR generate, it goes to the controller function. So route are just a bridge between frontend request and backend logic. Now this is the main logic file controller. Here we can generate QR code. First we import QR code library. Then we create an async function. We take like from request query. We take link from request query. If link is not provided, we return error. Then we use QR code to data URL link. This convert link into QR image. Then we send response back to the frontend with QR image. So controller is the brain of backend. I will explain my frontend code. This is React component of QR code generator. First I import useState. useState is a React hook. It is used to store and manage data into the component. Now I create my function component QR generator. This is my main component. Now I can create function to generate QR code. This is function run where user can click button. First I check if link is empty, show error. If user don't enter anything, stop function. Now I use try catch. Try catch, this handle API error, set loading and error. Now I send request back. If send get request, I passed link query parameter. In the URIC component make URL shape. Now it convert respond to JSON. Now I check response. If success show QR, if error show message. Now catch block. If server error happens, show error, please check backend. And finally stop loading in all case. Now this is my input field. Input take link from the user. We use onChange to update state whenever user types. So whatever user write is saved in the state variable called link. Now when user click button, generate function run. First we check if input is empty. Then we send request to back user fetch. We pass link and the query parameter. Backend receive in the generates QR code. Then we get response back into the JSON format. If response is unsuccessful, we store QR image in state. Then we display it using the image tag. So QR code appears to screen automatically. If you don't know anything in this code, you can see in my repo in the description. Now I will be show you the final result. Here you can see you can enter the any link and they will be create the QR scanner. Thank you for watching.